storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
Jeffree Star, we're talking about this demon once again. And the reason why we're talking about this demon is because it just came out today that Jeffree Star, through his team, actually paid a man by the name of Gage or Arthur. We're gonna pull it up. It looks like I'll explain it. Looks like he literally paid a man $45,000 to retract statements of sexual of Jeffree Star allegedly forcing himself on a man. Okay, so here's the story. And I skipped see the guy, so we're going to have to come to that last. All right, so here's the story, all right? So Jeffree Star here. A couple years back, a story came out about a homeless man. Let me show you the homeless man's name, by the name of Gage. Now, when you look at Gage here, you can really, I hate to judge, but let's just keep it real. You know, Jeffree Star definitely would have had the power in this relationship. Well, back when this alleged incident went down, Gage was actually homeless. And see, that's one of the tricks that a lot of powerful people use. They only date people that are in financial burdens, financial strains, homeless, drugged out, whatever. Why? Because they can have their way with them. Why? Because somebody that's homeless and hungry will pretty much do anything you want them to do sexually just for pennies. Because when these rich people be forcing themselves or even having consensual sex with these poor folks, people that's struggling, they don't even really be giving them a lot of money like that. Like that black dude that Jeffree was with, that he was, you know, he just wanted the BBC to gape him open so he could easily take it on OnlyFans. You know, he was preparing. You know, he is a preparer. He doesn't show up unprepared. He don't show up to OnlyFans ungaped. Even with that, he didn't really want to pay that black dude Andre that much money. Now Andre, you round her saying that, you know, you never actually had sex with him and you're not gay, and it was, you just stole some of his Chanel bags and you sold them and you took his car keys, but now you in another gay relationship. So if you keep dating gay men, you're bi at least. It's okay to admit it because like you're actually with these dudes. Anyway, I say all this to say what had happened is that Jeffree Star allegedly used a taser, tased homeless Gage, and then forced Gage to perform oral sex on him. Now, I want y'all to let that, and I'm sorry, not a couple years ago. This actually happened in 2009. Now, I want y'all to let that image sink in. A rich, powerful person, or well-known at the time, tasing someone, and then forcing them, thank y'all for the donation, then forcing them to perform fellatio. It might sound crazy, but this stuff is very common in this industry, which is why Jeffree Star has had no problem rising, because he's just like everybody that's a gatekeeper that's in the elite. They're the PEDO to the S. That's literally what this industry is built off of. Anybody that try to tell you different is not keeping it all the way real with you. And you know I got to keep it with you here. Because Jeffree Star is a YouTuber, but Jeffree Star crossed over a long time ago. And as you can clearly tell from his appearance, that's bad to say. Jeffree Star ain't exactly a man with morals. He's just not, okay? So, Jeffree Star knew that this is a story that he was going to have to squander so that it wouldn't really ruin his career and ruin everything. Because Jeffree Star is always in a scandal, because Jeffree Star always does some scandalous-ish. See, let me tell you something. There's Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, and Tati over there. And that's the holy trinity of fucktivity. And Tati done got away scot-free without us really digging into her background and digging into her ish. But I'm here to let y'all know y'all need to dig into her stuff too. If she ain't done something, she done been an accomplice to it. Because you can't tell me you got all these friends that's PEDO to the S and doing all this stuff against minors, and you they best friends. You clip buddies with them, bussy buddies, and you don't know what's going on, and you don't report nothing, you don't say nothing, you just hold on to it for blackmail. That's not how this works, Tati. That's not how this works, and your karma gonna hit you too. Best believe that. Just know that. And so, Jeffree Star knew he had to pay this man to go away. And so, he offered or Jeffree's team offered, okay? Because Jeffree didn't actually write the check. Jeffree Star's CEO, whose name is Scott C. Andrews. You can look up Scott C. Andrews. Scott is the CEO of Jeffree Star Cosmetics. They tried to write this off as a business expense. Actually wrote the check. Now, I can't show you the check over here. I will put it on the community feed just because we don't want it to, like, you know, that could be like a violation. So, but these are the settlement details. Yamaya's Gift is a brand that specializes in medicinal herbs and all natural supplements to help alleviate a lot of conditions that Americans suffer from, okay? Now, Yamaya's Gift got products to help you with that hypertension, to help speed up that weight loss, get rid of them fibroids, as well as help alleviate the symptoms of that diabetes. Oh yeah, that sugar is real bad. So now with Yamaya's Gift, you get a lot of gifts, but the best gift that anyone could ever give you is the ability to heal thyself from the inside out with products like elderberry syrup to help keep that immunity in check, because we all fighting Miss Rona. We all trying to windmill her ass up out of our lives. But one of my personal favorites, as a matter of fact, two of my personal favorite products with Yamaya's Gift is the all natural honey and the tea that's for men. And the reason why I like those products is because if you are somebody with a low sex drive, if you need a boost in the bedroom, and if you are ready to get Brian Pumped, Lexington Steeled all night long, then just put some of that in your man's cup and you will be on your way to a happier, healthy marriage, all right? Now, place your orders today, whether you need your immunity taken care of, you're trying to lose some weight, you're trying to get rid of that sugar, the diabetes, or you're just trying to bust a nut, okay? Order her shit at www.yamayasgift.com. Hold up. Okay, this is from right up under the check. So the check itself was written to Gage in his legal name for $45,000. Now, this is how it broke down. Within 2 business days of that agreement, Mr. Arthur was paid $25,000, right? That's part of it. Then part B was if Business Insider does not publish an article about Jeffree. Business Insider, it's another news source. Basically, what part B is saying, if this story doesn't get too big within 3 days, then Mr. Arthur will also receive an additional $25,000. Now hold up. Why 3 days? Let me tell you a little secret. And T.I. even said it when he was on Family Hustle when that Deja stuff went down. Every celebrity is taught by their PR to not respond or react to any controversy for 3 days. 72 hours. If it's still there, then you respond. If not, if it goes away, you just don't worry about it. Oprah says she don't give a damn what y'all say. But we still trying to figure out how she around all these pedophiles too. Okay, moving right along. Part C of the settlement payout. Anthony Vanity and Adani Artaud. Now, these two people were actually witnesses to the forcation of Jeffree Star on the man. They witnessed it. These two have also retracted their statements to Business Insider. Mr. Arthur shall receive an additional $10,000 for each, for contacting each Mr. Vanity and Miss Artaud for an additional $20,000. So the check was for $45,000. So it looks like Business Insider probably did publish the article, but he got his $25K. He got $10K for contacting the witnesses to retract their statements. And that's what it was. But now that we have seen the paperwork, now that we know that this is what Jeffree Star has done, I'm trying to figure out why YouTube is not investigating him and shut down his channel just like they shut down Shane's. How is this man doing the P to the E to the DOS and still having monetization? I'm trying to figure out why. I'm trying to figure out what side of the game are people really on. We already know. We already know. So you guys got to understand, when it comes to YouTube, the black creators are treated differently than the white ones, especially when it comes to scandalous stories. It might take us a little more time to get our checks. It might take us a little more time to get our plaques. It is what it is. Our channels don't even get pushed like theirs. These are facts. These are facts. A lot of y'all come onto my stuff and be like, dang, Storm, I didn't even know you was live. I didn't even get my notification. I bet you this fool go live, you get his notification. I'm not hating. I'm just letting you know this is how the game go behind the scenes, because this is all a computer that the powers that be are controlling, because the industry runs YouTube. YouTube ain't independent no more. That's been long gone. the beast owns it as well. And so beasts are going to protect other beasts. Now, you guys should know that that check that was written to Mr. Arthur was actually dated on September 28th, 2020. And now when I think back to September 28th, 2020, wasn't that around the time that Jeffree Star got with that Andre dude? And so now I'm sitting here thinking, and my friend was even telling me this too, did Jeffree Star have that whole scandal with that black dude just so we wouldn't really know the scandal that was going on from the alleged assault from 2009? Like, that's some PR if I ever thunk it. Because think about it, when Jeffree Star took that photo with Andre with his back turned straddling this man, number one, that could have stayed in your camera roll because none of us wanted to see it and we wouldn't pay for it at all. And number two, you didn't do anything to hide this, man. You didn't tell him to hide his tattoos. You wanted to be clear and known who you was with, but you wanted us to search for it to make it a story. And then you egged it on and on and on and on and took these vacations and took this man from sea to shining sea and dressed this man down. You did all of that acting like this was really your boo, and I feel like you really did that. So we didn't know that you was at the same time signing checks through Jeffree Star Cosmetics to men that you had allegedly assaulted in the past, which means I also need the FBI and the IRS to come and do an audit on your ass, because how many checks have you been writing from your business to people who you hurt? Because of course you ain't gonna write it on out your own bank account. You're gonna do it out the business bank account as a bank expense that you probably then write off. I just really want to know what's really going on. Karma coming for that ass, Jeffree. And to think, Jeffree, you had all that stuff to talk about black people and black women, and look at you. But much like the Kardashians, you've been trying to be a black woman this whole time, which is why you was really mad at life. Because you wasn't a black woman. You were plain. You were unseasoned. Nobody wanted you. Nobody cared about you. You didn't fit in this shit. You had been told you was going to burn in eternal damnation ever since, you know, you really became you. Look, I ain't saying people got the right to say that. I'm saying this is what this man heard. And he said, well, hell, if that's where I'm going, let me turn into a demon anyway. And you've been displaying and promoting demonic behavior ever since. You can't tell me this is a normal human being right here. I'm not buying that. This is a demon. This is a demon. I don't care what y'all say. This is not a human being. You know, demons can inhabit bodies too. Hey, Jeffree, you might have think and you might have thunk that your money could get you out of everything, but just know they done took down bigger and better than you. You can be gone too. And what you gonna do if, you know, they take you out, Jeffree? What you gonna do if you ain't got that money, Jeffree? What you gonna do? Because you ain't got no real friends. You been exposed. What you gonna do? Nothing but a damn demon from the pits of hell.
It's Storm Show. Ay, it's Storm Show.